And we're going to start out here with Vicki Doling. Where's Vicki? Did she go someplace?
I think she went to the right.
All righty.
I don't know.
Well. Yeah, I know. And her stuff is still over there on the table. Well, we'll just wait a minute or two. Yeah,
Tim's out there.
nothing doing. All righty. Well, gee whiz.
Did she go to the ladies' room?
Yeah,
She's in the bathroom.
maybe. We'll just hang tight here for a minute. I don't think it pays to go ahead without Vicki being here. No. Hope she wasn't kidnapped.
She was just here.
But you know we don't have any guests.
Well, yet. That's fine.
We got David.
That's fine.
Not what you got.
All righty. Well, you're up, Vicki. So wherever you want to start there.
You called the order already?
Yep.
Yeah, we did the pledge.
All right. So, well, welcome to the Douglas County budget hearing. I will run through some housekeeping items, I guess you'll say. So the purpose of this budget hearing is to talk about the county budget and the county's levy. There will be an opportunity for public comment later on in this hearing. So at that point, if you have anything that you want to speak to, we would just ask that you first state your name and your address prior to speaking so we can put that of record, who you are and where you're from. The county board does not have information specific to your individual property and is therefore unable to discuss your individual property tax questions during this meeting. So if you have those types of questions, please call the county assessor's office, and the number is up there or in the packet, to make an appointment to discuss your specific questions about your property valuation or classification. If you would like to, during this meeting or immediately after she is out in the hallway, Stacy Honkamp can take down your name and number and make that appointment with you. Or if you want to take time and excuse yourself during this meeting to go speak to her now, you're more than welcome to do so. So a little bit about the sequence of how property taxes come about, and the various different types of mailings that we have. Property tax statements themselves are mailed on or before March 31st annually, and the valuation notices affecting the upcoming year's taxes, or subsequent year's taxes, are also mailed each spring with the tax statement. Those valuation notices are printed on colored paper to differentiate from the tax statement itself. Valuation notices include the date of your local city and township board of appeal and equalization meetings to discuss your valuation questions at that time. This is the appropriate meeting to attend in the spring of the year if you disagree with valuation of your property. If after that meeting you still disagree, you can appeal to the Douglas County Board of Commissioners. The County Board of Appeal and Equalization meeting is held annually in June. Parcel-specific truth and taxation notices are mailed mid-November to notify taxpayers of various budget hearings held by the county, school districts, and city and townships that affect your property. And there's an example of what that valuation notice looks like that's mailed out in the spring, and it's down in the bottom there that lets you know when those local boards of appeal meetings are being held. And then on the back is an outline of the process and so forth. Some reasons why your property taxes might go up or even possibly go down. So the market value and or classification of your property may change. The market value and or classification of other properties in your taxing district may change, shifting taxes from one property to another. The state of Minnesota general property tax may change. city or township budgets and levies change, county budgets and levies change, school district budgets and levies change, as well as special districts' budgets and levies. Special assessments may be added to your property tax bill. Those are not reflected on your estimated property taxes that are sent out in the truth and taxation notice this time of year. So that is just tax. A tax estimate does not include special assessments. Voters may have approved a school, city, or township, county, or special district referendum. There are oftentimes federal or state mandates that cause changes. Aids and revenues from the state and federal governments may have changed. The state legislature may have changed the portion of the tax base paid by different types of properties. And then there's oftentimes other state law changes that can adjust the tax base. So of all these reasons of why your property taxes may have gone up or down, the county board has discretion over the county's budget and levy only. We don't have any control over a lot of those other reasons. So how changes affect property taxes? This is just like a sample property. Looking at a property valued at $300,000 from 2022 through 2026, so like valued properties. So it may not necessarily be the same property, but of a $300,000 property back in 2022, carrying it through from 23 to 24, 25, and 26, any $300,000 property in those years, you can see how the effects of the property taxes based on those rates each year. So they went down each year if it was a $300,000 property. And that's because of valuations usually go up, spreading that tax burden across all the different properties. And then the last two slides in this part of the presentation is a document that the assessor's office pulls together, just kind of outlining the various types of terminology, I guess, and how explaining those. So that's for you to take home and review on your own. At this time, I will turn it over to Jill Frizzell, the finance director, and she will present the budget and levy.
Thank you, Vicki.
Good evening. My name is Jill Frizzell, Finance Director for Douglas County. There are some handouts in the back table if anyone is interested in the presentation. I'm not going to go through each slide for sake of time, but certainly take one. And if you have questions after the fact, you can give either myself, Vicki, or one of the commissioners a call. So counties provide different essential community programs and services such as road maintenance, law enforcement, social services, and veteran services. Every year, we have to pass a new budget to cover the costs of these services, most of which are mandated by either the state or federal government. Just talking a little bit about budget process. So department heads are asked early in the year to complete a long-range plan, which consists of like a 5-year projected plan for any significant staffing needs, capital items, that sort of information. Those are reviewed with the budget committee. In early spring, the HR department and finance department work through personnel budget, verifying data for personnel, getting that to all the different department heads in June. And then in June through August, departments estimate their needs for the following year. In August through September, we start having budget meetings, both internally with the budget committee and then, external agencies come in and present to the board in August as well. We pass preliminary budget before the end of September. In November, or early December. That brings us to the budget hearing and why we're here tonight. Key budget drivers. A lot of our budget consists of staff. We wouldn't be able to deliver the services we're mandated to do without staff to do that. We do work to manage service demands with need and try to keep levies as low as we can and plan fiscally responsible for the future. We have to keep up with state mandates, scheduling road projects with new available funding, maintaining service levels to meet increased caseload, and maintaining facilities. The next slide shows where the different types of revenue come from. And this is for the 2026 budget. So property taxes are making up around 50% of the budget. State grants, 23%. Federal grants are about 8% of the budget, and so on. The rest are smaller items, but that kind of gives you an idea of the different types of revenue and where that is coming from. The next graph shows you just a chart kind of splitting out the expenses and what chunks are making up that. Lenny, if you go to the next slide. This is the same representation, but in dollar amounts. So as an example, you can see highways and streets kind of fluctuates from year to year depending on which road projects are on the docket for that year, and any equipment replacement. General government and both public safety are all part of the general fund. Human services would be social services related items. And then the rest are like debt services is pretty consistent. You can see from year to year that hasn't really changed. The next slide just shows the same data with the percentages that make that up. And then just to kind of break down what some of these categories mean. So highways and streets covers administration for that department, road maintenance, engineering and construction, equipment maintenance, and shop materials and services for resale, including central fueling. Public safety consists of the Douglas County Sheriff's Office, Douglas County Jail, Drug Task Force, Boat and Water Safety, E911, dispatch, medical examiner costs, probation costs, and emergency management. General government consists of departments like auditor, treasurer, finance, county attorney, land and resources, partly the planning and zoning part of land and resources, recorder's office, court admin, license bureau, IT, veteran services, maintenance, elections, county coordinator, survey, county assessor's office, commissioner department, law library, audit, central services, and some appropriations that the board makes. Health and Human Services consist of Horizon Public Health, annual appropriation, and then social services, divided kind of into two main areas. The human services side, which deals with children's services, child care and foster care licensing, chemical dependency, mental health, developmental disabilities, and adult services. And then the income maintenance side of social services deals with financial services like SNAP, cash assistance, emergency assistance, child care assistance, Minnesota healthcare programs, and child support services. Culture and Rec covers our Douglas County Library, Douglas County Parks, Senior Services, Rainbow Rider appropriation, data trails, and some other appropriations that the board makes annually. Debt services is just like it says, covers our principal, interest, debt, and any administrative charges linked to the debt that the county has issued. Conservation of natural resources consists of county extension, soil and water conservation. Land and resources has some programs that fit under conservation of natural resources as well, and agricultural society appropriation. And the other section is just kind of everything that's left, capital outlay, economic development, and some intergovernmental costs. The next several pages of the slide I am not going to go through, but the different departments throughout the county have pulled together information that's particular to their department, like how many people voted, how many people are helped through social services, how many calls are taken by dispatch. So feel free to take that, but I'm not gonna read through every single slide. One thing I did wanna note though, transportation sales tax is that 0.5% sales tax, local Douglas County tax. So that is a tax that goes right back to working on Douglas County roads, and that is a huge amount for this county. Yes, local people do pay that, but so does everyone else that visits this county and shops in this county. So that helps with the roads in Douglas County. Other than that, that's all I have. Our names and numbers are on the back of the last page of the presentation. So if you have any additional questions for me or any of the commissioners, you have a way to reach us. That's all I have.
All righty. Thank you. So at this time, we get to open it up for public comment. Anybody want to come up and make a public comment? Just stand right up here, state your name and address, and you got 3 full minutes. Anybody back there wants to come up? Welcome to have public comment. I don't see anybody. Public comment is open. All righty, we'll move on then. Board approvals. Lene, is there anything there that we need to do?
There are 4 resolutions here for the county attorney, auditor, treasurer, county recorder, and sheriff's 2026 budgets that the board needs to take action on and approve, starting with Resolution 25-101 for the county attorney's proposed budget for 2026.
All right, board, did you follow that information? Also, Lene, we want to start and just do one at a time?
Yes, Mr. Chair.
Yes. All right, so we got resolution setting county attorney 2026 budget. Board's wishes.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-101.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'll second.
Thank you, Shane. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. All right, number 2, resolution setting auditor treasurer 2026 budget.
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 25-102 County Auditor Treasurer proposed budget for 2026.
Thank you, Tim.
I'll second.
Thank you, Charlie. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
motion carries.
And number 3, resolution setting county recorder 2026 budget.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to set, for Resolution 25-103 for the county recorder budget.
Thank you, Shane.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. Number 4, resolution setting sheriff 2026 budget. What's the board's wishes there?
I'll make a motion to approve resolution 25104, County Sheriff proposed budget for 2026.
Thank you, Tim.
I second.
Thank you, Jeff. Do we have any other questions? Lene, please.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
motion carries.
All righty. And then number 5, adopt 2026 levy action. (2026) levy action.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to adopt the 2026 levy.
Thank you, Shane.
Second.
Thank you, Charlie. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
motion carries.
And number 6, adopt 2026 budget action item.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion, we adopt the 2026 budget.
Thank you, Charlie.
I'll second.
Thank you, Tim. Any other questions? Lene, please.
Schmidt,
Yes.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
motion carries.
Thank you. So at that point, we need a motion to adjourn.
Motion to adjourn?
Thank you, Jeff.
Second.
Thank you, Charlie. Lene, please.
Kalina,
Yes.
Rapp,
Yes.
Way,
Yes.
Meyer,
Yes.
Schmidt,
Yes.
motion carries.